Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring a reality that honestly sounds like it was ripped straight out of a cyber thriller. You see, inside almost every modern Intel-based computer, there is a hidden, highly privileged microcomputer running silently alongside your main system. It never sleeps, it operates completely invisibly to you and your antivirus software, and it has total control over your machine. This is the Intel Converged Security and Management Engine, or CSME. And today, we're going to look at exactly what happens when this ultimate security guard gets compromised.
To really grasp the massive stakes of the vulnerabilities we're about to uncover, just listen to this quote from the security researchers at Positive Technologies. The scenario that Intel's system architects, engineers, and security specialists perhaps feared most is now a reality. The very foundational systems designed to keep our data secure have actually presented some of the most critical security flaws in modern computing.
So what if the deepest layer of your computer's security was, ironically, its biggest weakness? How do we protect our data when the absolute foundation it rests on is fundamentally cracked?
All right, Section 1. What exactly is Intel CSME? Let's dive right in and figure out what this invisible system actually is and why it's even there in the first place. The CSME sits completely below your main CPU. Introduced way back in 2006, it was designed as a hardware-based manageability and security controller. And the crazy thing is, it operates completely independently from your main processor. I mean, it's got its own CPU, its own RAM, its own microkernel, and even direct out-of-band connections to your network. This means it can function and communicate over the internet even if your main operating system is completely frozen, or, heck, even if your computer is technically powered down but still plugged into the wall.
Think about your normal operating system for a second. Windows, Linux, Mac OS, whatever. It's visible to you, it's constrained by user permissions, and it's protected by your software firewalls. But the Intel CSME operates in what security experts call ring -3. Think of rings kind of like building security clearances. The lower the negative number, the deeper the clearance. It's basically total God mode. It is entirely invisible to your OS and it bypasses all your software-level security controls because it literally operates underneath them.
Intel built this incredibly powerful subsystem to act as the platform's root of trust. It is the foundational hardware component that verifies everything else. It powers features like Intel Boot Guard to make sure your BIOS hasn't been tampered with. It powers digital rights management for streaming high-def video, and it even acts as a trusted platform module to store cryptographic keys, like your hard drive encryption passwords. It's the bedrock of your device's security, which means if it falls, the entire castle falls with it.
Section 2. The God Mode Vulnerabilities. So how exactly has this master key been compromised over the years? Well, it's turned a helpful management tool into a bit of a mounting security crisis. Because the CSME is proprietary and closed source, independent security researchers have basically had to spend years reverse engineering it, and it's been a steady drumbeat of discoveries. In 2017, they found a massive buffer overflow vulnerability. Then in 2018, researchers uncovered flaws related to how manufacturers configured the chips. And in 1919, they found the holy grail of exploits, an unpatchable flaw burned right into the silicon itself.
The crucial thing to understand here is the sheer impact of a breach. A compromised CSME hands an attacker the ultimate stealth weapon. Because it runs below the OS, hackers can impersonate security features, load and execute arbitrary code that your antivirus literally cannot see, bypass the operating system entirely, and extract highly guarded hardware keys. It is just the perfect place for a persistent, totally undetectable rootkit to hide.
Take 2018, for example. Researchers at the Hack in the Box conference showed that many hardware vendors were failing to properly secure the system before shipping it out to consumers. They were just leaving the CSME in manufacturing mode. This meant attackers could alter the flash memory remotely while the system was running, effectively walking right through an unlocked backdoor to seize control of the management engine, without even needing physical access to the device.
Moving on to Section 3, the unpatchable boot ROM flaw.
Things get seriously intense when we look at the exploit discovered by Positive Technologies in 2019, tracked at CVE 2019-0090. This is the vulnerability that truly shook the security community. Now, you're probably wondering, if this vulnerability is so catastrophic, why can't the manufacturer just push an update over the internet to fix it? After all, we fix software bugs every single day, right?
While the terrifying answer lies in the silicone reality, the CSME firmware itself is stored on the SPI flash, which is rewritable memory. That part absolutely can be patched. But this specific vulnerability isn't in that firmware. It's located in the boot ROM. This is the very first early-stage boot code that tells the system how to load the rest of the firmware. And that boot ROM is physically programmed, literally burned directly into the silicone chip during manufacturing. It is utterly permanent. You just cannot software patch physical hardware.
During the very first moments your computer boots up, there's a tiny, critical window before the main firmware is fully loaded, where the static memory used by the CSME is left totally unprotected. It's kind of like a thief sneaking past a security guard who's still groggy and pouring their morning coffee. Researchers found that devices with direct memory access, like the integrated sensors hub, could actually be manipulated to write to this memory during that exact window. Attackers can hijack the execution flow before the security measures are even fully awake.
The implications of this are frankly staggering. Because this flaw happens at the absolute genesis of the boot sequence, it allows an attacker to extract the chipset key, which is essentially the master cryptographic skeleton key that unlocks the device's deepest data encryption. By manipulating the very foundation of the boot process, it permanently shatters the entire hardware-level chain of trust. As the researchers pointed out, it jeopardizes practically everything Intel built to secure their platforms, affecting almost all Intel CPUs released in the 5 years prior to its discovery.
Section 4. Can you protect yourself?
Dealing with an unpatchable ghost in your machine feels pretty overwhelming, right? But let's shift gears, because you do have options to mitigate these risks. While you can't exactly swap out the silicon on your motherboard, step 1 is still fundamental. Always apply your manufacturer's latest firmware updates. They can't fix the ROM, but they can patch secondary attack vectors on the flash memory, like blocking that integrated sensors hub from executing the attack in the first place. Step 2. For your next computer, maybe consider buying from specialized vendors like Purism or System76, who custom disable the management engine right at the factory. And finally, for the highly technical and adventurous out there are open-source tools like MeCleaner that can strip away many of the engine's features. Just be warned, doing that definitely risks bricking your device completely.
We've covered a lot of ground today, unpacking the immense power and the critical vulnerabilities of the Intel CSME. By understanding the hardware running beneath our operating systems, we become much more informed and resilient digital citizens. So I want to leave you with this one final provocative thought to chew on the next time you power on your machine. With a secret, highly privileged, and sometimes completely unpatchable microcomputer operating invisibly inside your system, who truly controls your device? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.